My name is Robert White. I was a former Navy corpsman with the Marine Corps. I was in Vietnam for 7.5 months, basically. Then I served the whole time with the grunt outfit. I became a corpsman by choice. The corpsman job is voluntary. They don't stick you in it. Not everybody's cut out for it. You got to kind of be sympathetic and caring. You got to be caring. I like medicine, so I just thought I'd get into that so I could help people. And I knew what the job entailed, but I don't. It didn't bother me. I mean, you know, when you're young, you're looking for an adventure. It's kind of like 16-year-old and going to the beach by yourself. I said, you know, something like that. But, you know, we're going to another country. And some of my friends had already been there and come back. Vietnam was a hot and sticky place. We landed in Da Nang Air Base on a commercial flight. Our air conditioner was on wide open. When they opened the doors, we all got wet from the humidity. When flying in to Da Nang, they told us that we were in that airspace. We started seeing tracers shooting at us, just shooting every which way. It looked kind of wild down there on the ground, and we got in. It wasn't a hot LZ, so we was just normally as good. Just got off the plane and went to a barracks. Everything was in dark. You don't have no lights. There are no lights in Vietnam to speak of. And we stayed there for 2 days, and then they brought us our orders. And that's when I got shipped to 1st Marine Division, Hotel Company 25. And my duties were to look after the Marines. Any Marine, but mostly my 2nd Squad Marines. There's one thing about it, when you're hit, when you're wounded in Vietnam, the first person you call for is me. The second person is their mama. And I said, you're both of them rolled into one right there. They'll spill their life story right there in 3 minutes. My experience in Vietnam, they changed me probably in an adverse way. Your feelings weren't quite the same as when you left the States. You know, you had death and destruction around you all day, and it affected you. You just kind of get into a numb feeling, and you just cope day by day. You know, you don't plan for 30 minutes from now, and you don't really talk about the past. Because if you talk about the past, you got to think about your fellow Marines that got killed. When we flew back in to El Toro, people kind of didn't like us so much. Anyhow, they threw tomatoes at us and eggs and cussed us out and different things like that. And it kind of told us not to go off the base unless we just had civilian clothes or something. But returning to Silent City, North Carolina, it's like you'd never been gone. People would ask you where you been for the last several months. You know, they just didn't seem to really care at the time. I'm just glad that the guys coming back nowadays are getting recognition for the jobs they're doing, and people are not really looking down on them. And I think it's wonderful. Vietnam veterans kind of paved the way for that. We took all the abuse, and they're getting good returns on it.